Bruce here. Today video talk about AEM. This is a popular stock, Singapore company in the semiconductor industry. AEM got the Singapore Enterprise Award 2020, and I definitely have this stock. Yesterday, Intel, biggest AEM customers earnings call out. But today, AEM share price is hit the all-time high, 4.23 is this kind of a resistance line. Then the end up is a 4.16. So this company, just briefly, AEM is a solutions provider for the back-end testing of the semiconductor manufacturing process. Their strength is testing. Then it works closely with the key customers, Intel. This report also said we believe the most important driver for the AEM revenue is the Intel test time. I think is AEM rely on the 80 to 90% of their revenue on the Intel. Basically, the Intel outsource C is Intel maybe is everything. That's my personal view. That's why the Intel earnings call is so important. So I have two topics today. One is what does Intel earnings call mean to the AEM. Second is on its basis, should I hold or exist, by when? So let's start it. Is what does Intel earnings call mean to AEM? So this is an Intel offshore news release on the their fourth quarter and the full year 2020 financial result, January 21. Is first of all, always when I look at the this kind of earnings call, is I have three factors always look at, like a revenue, EPS, outlook guideline, whether meet the analysis market expectation or not. Is the first is revenue. Their 20 billion is 2.6 billion above expectation. That's fantastic. EPS is 1.52, 0.42 above expectation. This is fantastic as well. Outlook is 16.06 is the analysis estimate. There's a 17.5 for the FY21 Q1. That's a fantastic. All factors great. This is a great earning call. That's why the yesterday prices goes up, I think. But I have a little concern about midterm, long term. Let me talk about this point. Is basically the Intel rely on so much on the CCG group. Is a CCG group is this one PC centric portion. This CCG is a dark blue side. So this is their very rich businesses. Is they are doing this business for a long time, but now have a lot of threat. Is most severe threat is AMD catch up to the Intel lead in the CPU market. Maybe some people remember the last year news is once is this news out is Intel's stock is drop. Is that I think a midterm I say, but this is a more short and midterm like a threat. Is their rich business is now invaded by the AMD. Second is threat is Nvidia acquiring the ARM. So market is moving to the ARM architectures. That is basically the posing Intel businesses and the long-term visibility. The PC business itself, that's a critical. Intel business is gone. Kind of talking about it. That's really concerning on that. So this side is as you can see the 9% growth FY20 in the Q4. So they basically this growth is covered a really great Q4 20 result. And also the other side, the data centric is now Intel focus on this area as a growth, but this area is down 11% revenue. So how much this side is so important? Then the two a severe threat is they are now facing. So data center group, this is a growth areas is but this is a Q4 revenue year over year. Year-over-year revenue down 16%. That really red flag. Of course, COVID-19 factors here, but down is really bad. Then the why down 16% is this is the Intel earning call transcript. Is it said this down driven by enterprise and the government weakness and the cloud digestion. Lower than expected is basically the enterprise government demand is a weakness, but they actually focus on that is a market expected. Then they down 16% is the growth. Can they grow this area? Is that's critical question. Then the Intel earning call transcript also talk about outlook on this data center one is so we expect PC demand to be more first half weight than the normal seasonalities, and expect data centric demand to be more concentrated in the second half. So first half is that they cannot expect the data centric demand comes back, which means the demand their growth is very weak, is maybe negative, I don't know, is that's why that they are writing in this way, is anyway is expect the data centric demand to be more centric in the second half is far away my view. Then so that's a midterm long term maybe risky. Then the final point is no operation change until the new CEO on board after the mid-February 2021. Maybe AEM Intel business risk okay until Chinese New Year, not mid like a long term. That's my view. Is as you can hear, it's January 13th. Is Intel appointed this gentleman. Is he used to work for the Intel. Then now he's managing the VMware. But now coming back, I think is when this news is out, Intel stock is a jump. Is then he joined this Intel earning call as well. His comment is, I'll be sharing my detailed perspective after I assume my new role in the mid-February. So until mid-February, nothing happens. I think is that's why my view is until Chinese New Year, AEM Intel business risk okay. Okay, on this basis is let's move to the next topic. Should I hold or exist by when? Is first is AEM Intel call is there. Then okay. Then what about AEM situation? Is they release a great Q3 earning FY 2020 guidance as well. They increase the revenue guidance is 4%, even increase like September 1 when it is November 1. Within the two months, they increase the revenue focus 4%. So revenue EPS Q3 definitely good. My expectation is the 2020 full year is definitely good. No problem. That's gonna be released February 19th, right after the Chinese New Year. Is then the question is outlook. So whether how they can see their future business Q2, Q3, Q4. Can they grow more? Is so their way of writing in their news release is the first is they said like semiconductor industry itself is a growth 6.2%. Then last year 2020 is a 3.3% more growth. Is so they macro environment is quite still good. Is semiconductor cycle perspective is that they want to say that still okay. Then the second is their strength is testing. Then the high dense system level tests, so-called like SLT factors, is this say like a complicated test. If the 5G is up, is then the those demand is up. They are actually insisting here is this demand is going up. This is maybe growth factors. But my question is SLT system level test. SLT is this is a Q3 revenue numbers. This is a 9 months 2020 revenue here. Is it's about 1% of total revenue. Is when they talk about 100% growth, even they said is just a 1% become a 2%. This is too small. Is how they can justify the total revenue growth next year outlook? Is I have a question on this. Is okay, outlook is a question mark. SLT growth, but small. Then let's look at the momentum technical. My view is looks good. Is maybe cup is a handle kind of a momentum now. Is first is when I look at the January like momentum. Is especially after the January 18th is all day renewed the daily high. Is it started the 14th daily high with especially from 18th is with a volume. That's a good sign, right? Then the short seller is this green light is less than 10%. Even though I can find less than 5% is quite momentum is quite nice. Is this one is over the average one is a green one is quite nice. And also they are testing like a resistance line is here August 6th is they close at 4.23. Then their high at the time is a 4.29. Today they hit the 4.23. Is that they are trying to break this resistance line. That's good. And the macro ID, please look at this. Is that they are crossing up, and this looks good, strong. This one price is within the Bollinger Band. Is coming back. Bollinger Band is highest 4.29 constantly. Then the RSI is 80 is still concern. It's too high, too hot probably. That's my just concern. But also like a more bull sign is here, like a bull continuation pattern is, as some may know, that is this technical perspective. This is a cup with handle. This is a cup. They form it. Then after that, it's coming down. Profit taking. Then it's coming back. If break here, then the stock price is shoot up. Then the coming down, profit taking again. Then it shoot up. So this called like a cup with handle. This is so simple, like so famous, like a technical. So my view is this maybe the forming like a cup, and it's gonna be down a little bit, then up, down, up probably happens. So technically, I think the looks good. Is and I want to look at the the breakout should occur with increased volume. Is if the this pattern is happen. So I want to watch it like an increased volume. But at least is like this moving up the increased volume one. Then also I checked like a peers performance. Is a peers guy is a semiconductor testing guy, is a client, is they have an Intel as well. Is one of the famous is a Kofu, is here is this momentum up. This okay. Second is Advantest Corporation, Japanese one, is this is up and also okay. Peers number is also quite nice. And then when I look at the target price, is three analysis release is the top is a DBS research. The whole same day is January 12th, so just 2 weeks ago, just a recent one. Then the on its basis is when I think about all of these factors, is what should I do? Is actually I sold the half today. Is so I have a concern about outlook of the Q2, Q3, Q4 and the full year of the AEM. That's why there are 50-50 probabilities is the stock is cannot break the resistance line, or like yeah. Then I just sold a half today for 4.18. Then my half portion is I hold it. Is now is I already took a profit on that 20%. Around that is that's why I can wait. Then I'm gonna hold it until the 5.16 is DBS like price, highest target price from the side. I cannot do the valuation accurate on that. So rate is highest analyst target price. I always set this way. So then the February 19th is currently projected like their 2020 earning call. I'm looking at the really outlook, how they talk about outlook. If their outlook is not good, not justified, not convincible, I'm going to sell immediately. That's what I think. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and a good deal and a good day.